With Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to share with you my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time. And this is some of the most controversial takes I will ever put on the internet. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel because it really helps it grow. And without further ado, let's begin. It's getting so hot. It made my nose red. So Spider-Man has been my favorite character of all time since for as long as I can remember, if you couldn't already tell. And with that being said, I just want to make it very clear that I don't think that there is any bad Spider-Man movie, except for one. Coming in at the 8th spot is Spider-Man Far From Home. Now I understand that a lot of people like this movie, but I don't understand why you do. Now I get that Jake Gyllenhaal's performance as Mysterio is some of the best Marvel villain stuff that we've ever seen in live action, but other than that, what you got? You're taking Spider-Man outside of New York City, which is a huge thing for me because like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in Italy, wow. And on top of that, I really think that it's one of the dumbest Spider-Man movies of all time. Because why would Tony Stark trust a 16-year-old boy with these multi-billion-dollar glasses that are capable of potentially wiping out an entire country and think, yeah, let's not give it to Pepper or Happy or, you know, my best friend Rhodey, who is also War Machine. What? I know a lot of people complain about the Marvel Cinematic Universe suits, but like, you're not going to get the perfect suits from the comics into live action. You're going to add a little bit more realism to it, and I think that the people who are making the suits capture a really good job. Except for Mysterio's suit in the third act. What the fuck? Bro was standing the whole third act wearing a mocap suit and a weird fishbowl head. Like, I understand that Mysterio has a fishbowl head helmet. He's supposed to look like this and dark and menacing and mysterious, not a freaking person video capturing for a video game back in 2002. And don't even get me started on Night Monkey. I think that Night Monkey is the dumbest joke in the MCU. I also felt that the Peter and MJ's love story came out of nowhere because in the first movie he was really all about Liz Allen, and then all of a sudden you start the movie with, oh, I have a crush on MJ. Like, bro, what? It had some fun action sequences, but overall, I just really don't enjoy this movie. I'm giving it a 2 out of 5 stars. Coming in at the number 7 spot is Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, when this movie came out in 2017, I am telling you, I was probably the most hyped man in the entire history of Spider-Man. Spider-Man finally coming into the MCU, and this is the first movie that we're getting, and it's the Vulture, and I've always imagined Vulture being Spider-Man's first ever villain. And especially off the tail of Captain America Civil War, where we were introduced to Spider-Man, this felt like such a magical moment. And guys, let me tell you, when I was walking out of that theater for the first time after watching it, I was in love. This movie was Spider-Man to me. And then I grew up, and then I rewatched some other movies, and then I started reading more comic books, and then more and more and more, it really started becoming one of the least favorite Spider-Man movies. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a really fun high school coming-of-age story. Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, is phenomenal, and that twist at the end where he's Liz Allen's dad was such an amazing choice. But I couldn't help but feel the Iron Man Jr. aspect of it. It felt like every time Spider-Man really messed up, Iron Man was there to save the day. Except for in Washington, which again, you're taking Spider-Man outside of New York. I don't know, I understand it was for a school trip a little bit, which is a lot more of a relatable school trip than Italy, in my opinion. And the third act, but Iron Man was very much like Spider-Man's dad in a weird way, you know? Now, don't get me wrong, I really love that we got Iron Man in this movie. I just don't like how much we got of him and how he was used. I think that the Spider-Man, come on Spider-Man moment was a really fun moment. It's probably one of the best Spider-Man moments of all time, but everything else just kind of felt very safe and money-making, if that makes sense. I really do like the choice that he made at the end of the movie where he decided not to become an Avenger. He's learned the responsibility and he's grown from his actions. Spider-Man Homecoming is still a fun movie, but not my favorite. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. Coming in at my number 6 spot, I have The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man came out in 2012. I was 13 years old at the time, and this was the first Spider-Man movie that I saw in theaters by myself. And because of that, I do carry a little bit of a biasness towards it, and this is a really underrated Spider-Man movie. And I remember when this movie came out and like around the time, like 2017, 2018, people were shitting on Chasm so hard, and it all switched up in 2021 when Spider-Man No Way Home dropped. The movie didn't deserve the hate that it got because it was actually genuinely a really good Spider-Man movie. The love story between Gwen and Peter is some of the best stuff we've ever gotten in any superhero movie. Like, you really feel the connection between Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield in this movie, and it's so much fun to watch. It's still a really fun time to watch Spider-Man swinging around New York City, learning his webbing and learning how to swing around and learning and growing that great responsibility in that bridge scene where he gives that mask to the little boy and tells him to put it on, and because it makes him stronger. Guys, how do you not feel the feels? That is top 5 Spider-Man moments of all time. Raise the Fonz Lizard was very weird because I didn't like that he was naked. They really should have given him a lab coat at least, even if he was naked, just so that he doesn't look completely nude. But other than that, the cross-species genetic storyline, I felt like it was a really interesting thing that they were going to do. This movie really gave me the vibe of Spider-Man, and I love rewatching it. Every time I'm watching it, I get chills. I'm feeling it. For that reason, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 star. This is where the water starts boiling. Coming in at my number 5 spot, I have 2002's Spider-Man. Now, before you hate me and tell me not to cook ever again, let me tell you something. The original Spider-Man movie is an instant classic. It redefined the superhero genre and revolutionized modern comic book movies that we watch today. And I can't deny that it has such strong character moments between Peter, Harry, Norman, and it's a really good origin story. Not to mention Willem Dafoe's as Green Goblin. It's so menacing and so intense. Bro really dressed up as an old lady in a firing building just to mess with him. It has fun, silly, comic booky stuff mixed in with some dark elements. It's a really good comic book movie. However, it's not very rewatchable in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of origin stories. I'm not a big fan of watching them because for me, I just really want to get to the scenes. I really want to get to the action. I really want to get to the character moments and the swinging and the twip. And I feel like in this movie, it took a really long time to get there. And it's not a complaint. It's just a personal preference. And for that reason, I'm also giving Spider-Man 2002 a 4 out of 5 star. Following Spider-Man, I have Spider-Man 2. And I just really want to get this out of the way. Doc Ock is my absolute favorite Spider-Man villain of all time. And when he's played by Alfred Molina and doing his thing, dude, it's so freaking cool, dude. The entire train sequence is one of my favorite Spider-Man moments in movies. Like, you can't deny, like, that moment is peak. I found it really fun that they were adapting Spider-Man No More. It's a really interesting comic book story, and it really translated well onto screen. But the reason why it's so low, going into a Spider-Man movie, I'm really expecting to see some cool Spider-Man stuff, but the whole movie was him not wanting to be Spider-Man anymore. Again, it's just a personal preference. It does have some high highs, incredibly high highs, and very little lows, if any at all. That's why the train sequence is so much fun. It's really him saving people and also fighting him. It's so fun. And one of the biggest complaints I have with the movie is that Mary Jane is just a bitch. If you've seen the movie, you really know what I'm talking about. Just basically leading Peter on, recreating the Spider-Man kiss that she did in the first movie with her fiance, leaving her fiance at the altar for Peter, telling Peter that she was getting engaged just to make him sad, really. Like, what the fuck was the point of that? All in all, I have to give this movie another 4 out of 5 stars. This is where it's gonna get really bad. Coming in at my number 3 spot, I have Spider-Man 3. I can feel the hate coming, radiating through the screen right now. But let me tell you something, Spider-Man 3 is the best Tobey movie we've ever gotten. It has so much hate. Does it have its flaws? Absolutely. Venom really did not need to be in this movie at all. But I'm so glad he was, because we wouldn't have gotten peak Spider-Man moments like this. Like, come on, you can't tell me that's not fun. Watching Peter Parker do his little finger blast and shit, it's so much fun to watch, and it's the most quotable Spider-Man movie. And if you disagree with me, I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Sandman was so fun to watch, his powers being utilized on the big screen, and you really feel like Harry was supposed to be the secondary villain in this movie had it not been for Venom. And the way they took him out was so lazy. Like, come on, what was this? I feel like without Venom, we could have gotten a really solid Spider-Man movie, and it could have been the best Spider-Man movie we've ever gotten. However, because of studio interference and adding Venom, it really did bring the quality of the movie down. And I don't care, dude. I'm gonna stand on this hill till the day I freaking die. It is one of the most entertaining Spider-Man movies of all time. I'm giving Spider-Man 3 a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And I feel like you're wondering, did I miss something? Because he hasn't mentioned... No, you didn't miss anything. Because at my number 2 spot, it's the GOAT. It's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The people who hate on this movie are so wrong. It is literally peak Spider-Man, from the visuals, from the suit, from the performances, from the story, from the love stories, from everything else in between. It is the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone's performance in this movie is like legit Oscar worthy. I walked out of this theater crying because Gwen Stacy's death was so... They nailed it, dude. The swinging is just so beautiful, dude. I can glaze this movie for an eternity. The only thing that I'll give people is that Jamie Foxx's Electro was really questionable, and Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin was so bad. But everything else in this movie was perfect. I actually genuinely like that Peter Parker's dad's blood was the reason why Peter Parker became Spider-Man. It really works for this franchise. And I don't care what anybody says. That ending scene with him fighting Rhino, I'm okay with not getting a full-blown Rhino action sequence. It's meant to show us that, yeah, Peter Parker's gonna continue being Spider-Man because it's his responsibility. And don't even get me started on the music. Hans Zimmer's performance, wow. I understand some of the issues that people have with it, but for me, I can't give it lower than 5 out of 5 stars. And guys, we all know what number 1 is. It's freaking Spider-Man No Way Home. Everything about this movie was just amazing, pun intended, because the rumors and the hype, all the eyes were on this movie, and it really was Hollywood's worst kept secret because we knew everything going into this movie, and it's what built the hype. The trailers breaking records, tickets breaking records, opening night breaking records. Dude, the facts prove that it is literally the best Spider-Man movie of all time. The movie genuinely feels like a love letter to all Spider-Man fans. Having Tobey and Andrew reprise their roles, including with the villains, it was such a moment in nerd history that I feel like none of us are ever going to forget. Watching the 3 Spider-Men swing together and communicate and working together against their respective villains, how do you even top that? It had amazing action sequences. It had emotionally impactful moments. Guys, I still cry watching Aunt May die. And the fight scene between Tom and Willem Dafoe in the apartment, they were both moving so differently. Willem Dafoe's performance was legitimately Oscar worthy because dude was literally the Green Goblin. My No Way Home review is going all over the place because there are so many good things to talk about. It just belongs at the number 1 spot. Spider-Man No Way Home for me is a 5 out of 5 movie. People say it aged. I don't think it did. I think it's the most rewatchable Spider-Man movie. And what makes this movie even better is that if you take those 2 actors out, it's still such an incredible Spider-Man movie. My favorite Spider-Man shot of all time is when he's beaten up and Aunt May's dead and it's raining and he's just staring at J. Jonah Jameson shit talking him, and he still decides he's still going to do it. Not kill him, but help them. Because Aunt May taught him in his final words, with great power comes great responsibility. Let me know what you guys think about this ranking. I know that a lot of you people are going to disagree with this list, but that's okay. That's what's fun about all of this. It's my own list, and I'd love to hear what yours is. Come back Friday to watch my review for Spider-Man Brand New Day because this movie's coming out this week, and I'm so excited. My ticket's already bought. Until then, I don't have an outro, so this is it.